In this video, I'm going to tell you all about what it's like recording on the road with the tri-booth. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I'm actually on the road still. I've been on the road for almost a month now. In one of the last videos, you saw me recording in a sound studio in Detroit. And this time, I'm gonna bring you the video that I promised all about the tri-booth and how I'm recording on the road with it. That's what I'm mainly using now. Whenever you can get into a professional studio atmosphere, it's always great. But also, recording with the tri-booth has been phenomenal. So I'm gonna tell you guys all about what that's like. Now, if you're new here, hit the like and subscribe button, share this with your friends, share it with your enemies. What better way to get back them than to share them some content from someone you despise? Okay, so recording with the tri-booth. First of all, some of you may be wondering, what the hell is the tri-booth? First of all, before I jump into this, I want to do a disclaimer for you guys. I am not selling the tri-booth. I don't have a affiliate link for the tri-booth. They do have an affiliate program, and I didn't take it. I didn't take advantage of that because I wanted to show you guys an unfiltered, no BS, truthful breakdown of what the tri-booth is, and more importantly, does it work? Is it a viable option? So I've been recording nonstop with this thing, and I can tell you straight up, yes, it works. Not only does it works phenomenally well. I'm gonna tell you all about this experience. So I've done a Source Connect session. I've done live Zoom directed sessions with clients that I've worked with before that know what my studios sound like, and they could not tell the difference. They couldn't tell the difference at all. So yes, real quick recommendation on this thing. Yes, it does work. The tri-booth, for those of you who don't know, it's like a triangular structure made out of PVC piping that you're gonna hang moving blankets from. The moving blankets and all this thing, it all comes together, okay? So it's all pieced together and it's done extremely well. It's made by Rick Wasserman and George Whittam. And they did a phenomenal part about this. So the way it works is the PVC piping part, it's all rip corded together in, what is it like? I think it comes in 5 different PVC pipe parts. So you've got the bottom, the top, and then 3 PVC pipes that will stand the structure up. I'm gonna be flashing over to a video of me building this thing and getting inside of it. So you'll probably see this right now as Parush is editing this in here. Maybe he's already done it, so maybe this is redundant that I'm explaining this. It is extremely easy to set up, and I think that's the best part. You know, when you go on the road and you're recording in hotels, some of you may have tried to make makeshift structures out of ironing boards and, you know, a computer desk and all that, and that stuff can work, but it's a pain in the ass. You know it is. So I got this tri-booth thing because one of its selling points for me was that it's compact, it's easy to set up, it's easy to take down, and you can travel with it. So when I got this thing, came with an awesome travel bag. All this stuff is neatly put together. They have an incredibly well put together setup video that takes you through the whole setup process. And you know, I could have put it up without the setup video, no problem. But the setup video did help. And it's got everything you need. Once you set this thing up, you know, it's got a top, all the sides are covered. It doesn't hang all the way down to the floor, but it doesn't matter. It goes down to about my knees. I'm pretty tall. I got the extension poles to make it taller if I need to, but I don't really feel the need. It works just fine at my height. I'm 6'3". And the acoustics, the blankets do a good job of deadening the sound and just eliminating any kind of reflection. And you don't really get those below your knees as long as your floor is carpeted. And if the floor isn't carpeted, just get like a towel or a mat or something to put below it to suck up the absorption. Now, once I set this thing up, it took me maybe like 15 minutes. I could hear a little bit of the room in there. I was in a room, the first time I was recording, I was in a room where the walls were pretty blank. There wasn't a lot of stuff to soak up the sound in there, so there was a bit of an echo. But when you purchase the tri-booth, you also get a session with George the Tech to dial in your sound and make it sound just like your home studio. And as soon as I had that session with him, it was completely fixed. He took out a little bit of the mids and the lows just to make it sound a little bit more like my studio, and it was perfect. I could still hear a tiny bit of the room, but I just put a few blankets over them. It was completely dead. It was no problem. So I got the option included extra blankets. Do you need them? I've done it with and without the extra blankets. The extra blankets help a little bit, but honestly, depending on the room that you're in, if it's kind of echoey or not, you don't really need them, but have them as an option. It's a little bit harder to travel with the extra blankets. You'll need 2 big suitcases, one for your stuff and the extra blankets, and then another suitcase for the standard stuff that comes with the tri-booth. In terms of setup and portability, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 easy. In terms of acoustics, I would say, I'd say 9 out of 10, but as a caveat, only because you can make it a 10 out of 10 by, if you're in a hotel, get some extra blankets and throw them over the top, and that's a 10 out of 10. So it is near perfect as you can get this thing, okay? Now, for looks of the thing, as you've probably already seen, it looks phenomenal. It's incredible. The logo on the front, it looks like a high-end sound booth. It's really extremely well done. They did a really good job on this thing. In terms of functionality, yeah, again, 10 out of 10. They've got it set up, as you'll probably see in the captions. I don't know why I keep saying this. Parush has probably had the video of me using this thing all the way through this. And if he doesn't, then you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. They've got a clip for your the 416. That's what I have. That's I would assume that's probably what works best in that, because the 416, as you probably know, eliminates a lot of like extraneous noises, if I use that word correctly. Noises in the background noises. Sennheiser shotgun's best to travel with. So it sits nice and comfortably just above. They've got another piece that you can put either a computer or a tablet. I put my iPad on it, and another shelf that you can put a like a plug-in kind of thing. Then they got an extension for that plug in case you run. They literally thought of everything. So yeah, and now in terms of customer support, so I'll tell you this. When I bought this thing, I needed it. I needed it fast. I probably should have contacted them. I didn't, because they kind of make them bespoke mostly, you know. They shipped relatively quickly, but there was some issues going on with UPS. There was like a snowstorm throughout the Midwest, and they were having delays in getting this thing to me. Rick called me. I sent him an email. I'm like, hey, I just saw that I paid for fast shipping and it wasn't going to be delivered for another week. It was supposed to be delivered in like 3 business days. Rick called me immediately, left a message. I got him on the phone. And he's like, you know, sometimes it takes us a few days to get this thing just to UPS because we got to make them. But he had it within a day. He had this thing like shipped off for me. But UPS had the delay. So he was actually faster than he was supposed to be. But UPS had a delay, and he called the factory, did everything that he could. And yes, there was still a little bit of a delay, but it wasn't by much. It wasn't by much at all. So in terms of customer support, 10 out of 10 again. So basically, I guess what I'm trying to tell you guys is, if you're thinking about getting the tri-booth, yes, it's more expensive than, let's say, like a Snap Studios or something like that, one of their competitors. But this thing is mint. And you're not just paying for the booth, you're paying for the support of Rick and George as well, who's gonna make a preset to make your studio sound just like home. And it's really, for me, it's interesting because this is the first time I've ever been away from a home studio for the amount of time that I have. And I haven't seen any drop off in work. I'm still auditioning the whole time. My booking ratio hasn't dropped. If anything, I think it might have gone up, but it's also the time of year at Christmas where people are trying to get things in right away. But it's a viable solution. So if you're a pro voice actor and you are looking for more of a high-end option that you can trust, that you can take around the world and still record, this is what you need. And again, this is not a paid partnership. I'm not putting an affiliate link below. If you want to get the tri-booth, Google tri-booth, you'll see it. Rick Wasserman and George Whittam, those are the guys that came up with it. And I highly, highly, highly recommend getting one. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than just thank you so much, Rick and George, for getting that out to me. And I know I was probably a pain in the butt dealing with being like, where's my booth? I need it. But it's been amazing. And just the possibilities that are in store for me. Literally, like, I like to travel. My girlfriend likes to travel. And now I see an option where, I don't know, we could go to Italy or somewhere tropical for an extended vacation as long as we want. I mean, perpetual vacation, really, because they do not need to go home. This is an option that isn't something that's a Band-Aid, but it's a real way to record. Again, if you're looking for a portable studio option, this is the way to go. I couldn't imagine using anything else. So great job, guys. Hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, again, like and subscribe. Shameless plug. I love it when you guys are giving me great feedback in the comments below. You know, it's this year has been crazy. It's this year, I think I just broke 1,000 subscribers on YouTube at this point. Now we're at over 16,000. So thank you so much for everybody for subscribing and commenting and saying nice and wonderful things. And thank you to the haters too. You give me some great content for when I do my your questions answered videos. So keep up the troll comments. I appreciate that. And Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy whatever you're celebrating over the Christmas holidays. Happy that. Thank you very much for checking this out. And guys, if you're interested in joining my free community, if you want to learn more about VoiceOver, that's the best way to do it. Join the free community, learn what doing VoiceOver as a home business is all about. And if you want to work with me, you really do, check out the links below. Book a free 15-minute call with me. It's free. Just say, hey, what's up? Appreciate your content. Maybe I can help you. Maybe I can point you in the right direction. Other than that, all right, everybody. Thank you so much, and we will see you in 2025. That was super cheesy. I don't know. Happy New Year. See you later.